today's video, we're going to be talking about two weapons that are incarnate, the Soma Prime and the Bratton Prime weapon. Alright, now I need to quickly mention this before my brain forgets, is that I am aware of the Soma Prime with its incarnate form not doing a lot of record damage as its primary is doing without incarnate. So yes, there is a thing there that needs to be fixed, and Digishim did mention this in a dev stream, a recent dev stream for the new update, the 7 Crimes of Calvero. So that, if I'm not mistaken, I think they did say that that fix is coming in the new update, but I'm not really for sure. But just to also quickly mention that the new update, the 7 Crimes of Calvero, will be turning up on June 21st, which is a Wednesday. And yeah, it's finally got a date. It's finally coming in. So I'm definitely can't wait for that. Alright. With basically the new Warframe, the Gauss, Kresnik, deluxe skin, you got some new customizations coming in, or you can say cosmetics, as you see all this stuff down here. You actually have new decrees coming in as well, right? Which it talks about this, but I'm not gonna go through that. And then, Tenojin also coming in. Seems like that's a necro skin right there. But the new update is coming. I think there's more coming with it. If I'm not mistaken, Wisp will not be turning up in this update, of course, as they explained in the dev stream showing Wisp. So Wisp will not be in here. So I just had to quickly explain that. But we're back to the video, and alright, we're gonna talk about these two weapons. Now, when we do talk about these two weapons, I am not going to show nor talk about so much primes, incarnate, evolutions, because I already talked about this stuff. So you can definitely click the link in the description if you want to know about its evolutions and stuff. I'm only gonna focus on Bratton Prime for right now because I haven't done a build video for Bratton Prime. So we're only gonna talk about Bratton Prime. We're gonna talk about the evolutions, and we're gonna talk about the build setup. All right, so I'll show you guys that, and let's go ahead and talk about its evolution. So you already know what evolution 1 does. Unlocks the incarnate form. Evolution 2, you have a choice of a daring Revere, increase damage by 4 with channel ability active, increase damage by 38, 50% ammo efficiency. Now this one sounds good because I guess technically when you have an ability, still like an ongoing ability, if that's what channel means, then I'm gonna assume that yes, like this is probably a good like evolution active thing that you could use, but at the same time, it's not really all that interesting, and it only works for one specific point to even do damage and have a 50% ammo efficiency. So I moved on with the munitions grit. This increased damage by 2. Multi-shot consumes ammo directly from capacity and increases damage by 54%. You ought to get an additional 20% multi-shot. So that's better than this because you are getting additional damage plus multi-shot. Like, you're doing 10 times, 20 times better than the daring Revere. So that's why I chose that one. Moving on to evolution 3, you have mercenary chamber. You get increased ammo capacity to 1125. You get void's guidance, increase accuracy and reduce recoil by 60%. So not bad. On punch through hit, 20% chance for 10% ammo restored. So there's a lot that you can choose from here. Now, honestly, you don't need to really choose any of these. These are all like basic stuff when it comes down to incarnate form that doesn't apply these, but what I will say that it does give you, right? When you do incarnate form, the ammo literally comes right back to full magazine. So the thing is right, recoil is nice. You can definitely reduce that, or you can have your own modded recoil on your weapon. That's what I kind of chose for Bratton Prime, or actually, that's what I definitely chose, rather than using my incarnate form or evolution basically to apply that. Now you also get accuracy, which is nice, but I really don't care about accuracy. I don't need it. All right. I mean, I'm at 28.6, so I don't think I really need an additional crazy accuracy. Like, I don't care about that. But if you do care about accuracy, then you could obviously go with that. And ammo, that's good for you if you want that to be exact. But like I said, it's not really needed, to be honest. But hey, listen, choose whatever you want to do. This is your weapon. You got, for Evolution 4, critical parallel, increase critical chance by 18%. You got critical damage as well, 0.2 times that. We got with critical chance for Prelude of Might. If your critical chance is below 50%, you're going to increase critical damage by 3 times that. So, nice as well. Survivor's Edge, increase critical chance by 10%, increase status chance by 14%. So, of course, I went with more critical chance and just the critical damage by 2 times, 0.2. So, I really didn't care too much about none of these because this, no. Plus, it increases my critical damage, so no. This, no, because I don't need status. I got a lot more crit multiplier and critical chance than status and blah blah blah. Incarnon form gives me a lot more of everything. But I was like, man, no. Just go with that status. Oh, sorry, critical damage and critical chance. First things first, we're gonna talk about Soma Prime, and because Soma Prime has a lot of critical chance. It's always had this. It's always been that insane rapid fire rate weapon. All right, with just amazing damage to it. And that critical chance definitely does give it a boost. Now, even with this incarnate form, it gives it even more of an insane adaptive boost, or having this adapter on, it just makes it even more crazier as a weapon. I just love the damage. So obviously these are regular stats, and then we look at the original form. All right, we will have a 90% of critical chance for primary only, critical multiplier of 3.4 times that, and 18% status, doing over 121 damage when it comes down to this. Now, the damage does lag here and there, but you're going to see with your perfect build, with this perfect build setup, like I said, click the link in the description for the video for Soma Prime. You are going to love this weapon to death. Also, now we have the incarnate form. The incarnate form will give you 30% critical chance, 3.8 times the crit multiplier, and status of 4.9%. Now, yes, this also has insane critical chance and crit multiplier, but like I said, with the problem with this, it's that it's just lacking, that rare crit stuff going on there. So the Soma Prime just sucks at the moment for its incarnate adapter, So it does a total of 1,209.6 damage, and that's great. That's great for the Soma Prime. All right, but changes a lot for the incarnate form. Now we're just gonna talk about the primary. We're gonna compare the primary and then the incarnate form, just to see who does a lot better and which weapon you choose. Now with the primary for Soma Prime, the primary is just insane. I mean, if you guys know the Hitaya Saida or Sada, I don't know. It goes even more insane. It's just even more insane than the weapon. I mean, even the primary, if you just saw that right now, it just took a lot of them out so freaking fast. Just give it a one more go. One more time, and that was just crazy. As you can see, like, it's not even, we're not even in Incarnon form, and it just did so much freaking damage that we didn't even need Incarnon form. We don't really need it. I mean, it can literally do damage without the Incarnon form. So I'm surprised that this weapon even came with an Incarnon adapter because how powerful it is. But I'm glad it did because it did give the Soma Prime so much of a damage increase. And now this weapon is pretty powerful for its primary. Now, I don't think I showed this in the Soma Prime build video, but I will show what my primary setup build is for the separate builds. I don't think I really showed it. I think I only talked about it in the Incarnon form, only not really caring about the primary. So this is my primary build setup. And of course, I focus on the 9090 mods, Ida Sataya, Prime Magazine, Warp to increase that magazine to get more red crit going, galvanized scope, galvanized chamber, galvanized aptitude, critical delay. You guys already know Prime rifle imitations in there, and then Primate Deadhead. That's basically just the build setup. So there you have it if people wanted to know the primary setup. Now, of course, the Incarnon form is a whole lot different, which hopefully get out of there. You know, Digistream really does fix that because the Incarnon form is good, and it could definitely do a whole lot better with its increased record damage. Only we had that record damage on there, Incarnon form will literally get used a lot from different players. So yeah, that was the Incarnon form. Didn't do too much damage, of course, but it is not that bad of just having an Incarnon adapter on it. So yeah, that's pretty much just it. Now everything with my Bratton Prime, you guys already know stats to this. It has 12% critical chance, 2 times your crit multiplier, 26% status, 35 total damage. So the Bratton Prime wasn't all that great. 1 point in a game, of course. Now it definitely has an increase on a lot. So if we look at it now for our primary, we got over 90% critical chance, 6.2 times your crit multiplier, and 62.4% status. And this is for primary. Incarnon form gives you 144% critical chance, 9 times the crit multiplier, and 72% status. Damn, that's insane. 28.8 puncture, all the other stuff. Comes out to be 360 damage. And then radio attack, which yes, this thing does explode. It has a element of 72 heat damage and corrosive as well, which we already have corrosive on here, 108 damage as for the top as well. So let's go ahead and test out our primary. We'll just talk about the primary for right now and then move on to the Incarnon form. So primary isn't going to be bad, of course. As you see, it's actually killing me very, very quickly. So yes, the Bratton Prime is now freaking powerful with its Incarnon adapter, adding on, you know, multiple like things that it didn't have before. You know, even having this Incarnon adapter now, it's like freaking powerful. So moving on to the Incarnon form, you can see red crits happening. So much freaking damage happening. Just like that. Alright, it did a lot of insane red crit. It yeah, just wiped our enemies out. You know, it has that explosion mechanic on it. So the Bratton Prime is freaking dope. It is powerful. But we just compare these two, and I have to say that although the Bratton Prime is more powerful, there is no way that it's more powerful than the primary Soma. Alright, the Soma Prime. Alright, it's just no way. Alright, because I looked at this, and this damn thing did way more freaking damage than its incarnate form for Bratton Prime. Like, just look how fast it killed all our enemies with the Soma Prime. That fast. Like, no. Guys, look at this. Literally, pay attention to what just happened right now. The Bratton Prime did not do as much freaking insane damage as the Soma Prime primary fire rate went, or fire mode went. Like, it just murdered them. Insane. No enemies alive. Like, they all got wiped out that easy. So I'm gonna go with the Soma Prime on this one, because this bad boy right here is just that freaking good. So the Soma Prime beats the Bratton Prime by a long shot. Not even with its incarnate form. It's insane. It's insane that even without it, it just did what it did. Now, it's funny, even with, let's say if all this stuff, right, with the incarnate form, let's say it was working, alright, with the Hataya Sataya, just having all its red crit, man, listen, Soma Prime is basically in-game at this point. It's not even funny anymore. It's just literally Soma Prime is in-game. So, we're going to leave it at that with this video. Soma Prime clearly wins. I'm going to go with the Soma Prime. Let me know what you guys are going to go with after seeing this comparison of these two weapons. Primary or incarnate form. Which weapon do you choose? But that's it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Follow me on all social medias and Twitch. Links are in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.